Welcome back. Tonight we will be following the blue team, in particular the battleship Gneisenau. German battleship. There's the Scharnhorst Commander. That's the build. Of course, we have the winter camo on the Gneisenau. We will be following the blue team and the Gneisenau into the Sea of Fortune. We have a domination mode game here, and this is going to be a critical match for the blue team. Following the debacle on the map Two Brothers, where they sent their entire destroyer fleet up the gut, only to be destroyed within the first 3 minutes. Following the debacle on the map Fault Line, Spawn, the blue team were, and they sent their entire fleet into the southwest corner, once again losing the match within the first 5 minutes. Kenny, most people, myself included, see this as a possible forced retirement, a forced early retirement here. If the blue team suffers another humiliating loss at the red team, we will see what they can do here. Of course, blue team world renowned for not following proper strategy, and in this match, we are going to see what they can come up with. Now, here is the Gneisenau, blue team Gneisenau, flanked by an Aoba Japanese cruiser, and he also has the support of the carrier. The carrier sending torpedo bombers in between B and C. Quickly, the torpedo bombers spot the fleet, the red fleet, and they are up north here, and it looks like we have a red Gneisenau and Ismail. And here we got the Icarus. The Icarus is the lone red destroyer, of course, in this match, and the destroyer is very important. In a match where you only have one destroyer per team, it is important that that destroyer plays well. Look at this, though, Kenny. The entire blue fleet seems to be sailing to the western side of the map, perhaps pursuing the black hole strategy. Shots away from the Gneisenau on the Nuremberg, and he catches them with a glancing blow to open the match. Not a lot of damage. He did score a hit. It looked like he did some damage, but nothing much. But perhaps Nuremberg is a little confused. He seems to be running into the island. Shots from the Aoba score a hit. And the Nuremberg, he is beached, and he is in trouble, Kenny. And the shots from the Gneisenau, 6 guns, booming guns, firing in the Nuremberg's direction. And he scores a hit there. He scores a citadel shot, and the Nuremberg is hurt. The Nuremberg is hurt, and he's in trouble. He needs to back up. He does back up, and he does drop spot, but he is hurt, Kenny. And I do not believe he can survive another shot like that. He needs to get out of there. He needs to regroup and let the situation reset, because he took a booming shot from the Gneisenau. Speaking of booming shots, the blue team Aoba pushing into the red team Gneisenau. And that is, as we've demonstrated here from the blue team's perspective, a dangerous proposition. Icarus is now spotted briefly spotted by the carrier, who then ignores him. He pursues the battleship. He's trying to torpedo. And we got some torps from the Icarus coming in here. Does the Gneisenau realize that he's in trouble? He's turning out. He's trying to accelerate, but he could be in trouble here if these torps catch him. Oh, they do run out of steam before they can cause any damage. But the Gneisenau is in potential trouble. Trying to find a shot on the Ismail, who is briefly showing broadside, but the Ismail, recognizing his danger, angles at the last moment. Oh, he did not get the shot off, but the Gneisenau on the red team knocks out guns on the blue team Gneisenau, and he's unable to fire a full salvo. He does send some shots down range, but only glancing blows. Nothing major. Nothing major. The Gneisenau and red team does pull back, though, and this blue team Gneisenau has to be nervous, Kenny. He's got the red team Icarus. He's out there. He's out there somewhere. We do not know where he is, but we do know that he does have access to this broadside. And if those torpedoes do reload, which of course in Icarus does have a long torpedo reload. And down goes another gun. He knocks out the front gun, the Ismail. A big shot knocks out the gun. Gneisenau tried to return fire down range. Can he connect? Can he? And he does. Oh, he does. Yes, he does. He does connect there with a big booming citadel shot. But here we go. The Gneisenau attempting to get speed, sensing perhaps that this Icarus is indeed reloading his torpedoes. And of course, now he is spotted by the Flyboy, the red team Flyboy coming in hot here, and he has dropped torpedoes. Can this Gneisenau dodge the torpedoes? We'll find out. The Ismail attempting to move. He's showing enough broadside, though. He has got some broadside showing, and the backside guns. Oh, and he scores another shot. He scores another shot with the backside guns, Kenny. And that Ismail is hurt, and he is trying to get out of there. He thought perhaps because the Gneisenau was turning around, he did not have a shot, but the back gun turret got quickly on target, and he scored another hit. And the red team despite having the blue team boxed into a complete corner. Running into trouble here with this blue team Gneisenau providing 90-degree firing angles into them. The old crossfire. And that's the advantage of spacing out from away from your teammates. You can actually score these big booming hits. And the Caracciolo, he does not know the Gneisenau's here. He does not know the shots are away. Here we go. Doesn't he connect? Oh, and he hits him hard. He hits him hard with 3 hits, and one of them Citadel. He resets him on the base, and the Caracciolo is in trouble, Kenny. He is in trouble. He does not yet know where he is, and he looks dizzy. His legs do not look that sturdy underneath him, and he's in trouble. And look out, the Gneisenau's guns quickly reload here with this Scharnhorst build, and more shots away. Oh, look at this here. We got the expected torpedo salvo from the Icarus. Can the Gneisenau angle? He's attempting to turn to the left. And once again, they run out of steam. No harm, no foul from those torpedoes, but the Gneisenau definitely feeling the heat and unable to pressure the base. He spawned south of sea. He's responsible for capturing C, but he cannot pressure that base as long as the Icarus is so aggressive in his pursuit of defense. Nevertheless, here, red team is now in a conundrum. They are trying to angle against the bulk of the force. You can see, once again, blue team's force wholly concentrated on the west side of the map. All of them concentrated in the cap A, despite the fact that they've controlled that cap for the entirety of the match. That's where the blue team lies. And that's where the red team must angle. But because this Gneisenau is at a 90-degree angle, he's got access to these shots. And the California knows. He knows he's in trouble. And he angles into the Gneisenau. He took a little bit of a shot there, but nothing too dangerous. Red team Gneisenau coming to counter. We have yet to see the torps come in play here. These ships need to get a little bit closer. But both Gneisenau's capable of a quick strike close range with those torpedoes. Keep an eye out for that as the match continues. And the California taking shots from the blue team now. Gneisenau sends more artillery downrange. Shots from there. And down he goes. The California goes down. And the Gneisenau gets his first kill of the match there. And that was a devastating strike. Not a devastating strike according to the rules, but a devastating shot nonetheless. And that will take him down, and the red team is in serious trouble here now. They have 4 ships remaining. Yes, they have the destroyer. Yes, they have the carrier. But they are in trouble. 2 battleships remain. A Gneisenau on the red team, an Ismail on the red team. The Ismail chancing a broadside shot from that rear gun a moment ago, but no serious damage scored. The front guns score big damage on the Gneisenau though. And the Icarus. The Icarus is trying to pull out all the stops here. He's pulling into B. He's slamming on the brakes though. Blue team firing into him. Gneisenau's rear guns on target. Do they hit? Yes, they score. And the Icarus slams on the brakes. Time to disengage. Trying to drop spot at the front guns of the Gneisenau. Have the shots away. And down goes the Icarus. Down goes the Icarus. He's done. That's the end of the red team's eyes and ears, Kenny. Well, of course, they still have the carrier who can provide that spotting, but the cap threat is now gone, and red team is in serious trouble. And nobody saw this after that match we just saw off the map 2 Brothers, where the blue team completely conceded the match within the first few minutes. Nobody, myself included, ever saw this coming to fruition this way. This is complete surprise, complete shock. Everybody is silent as they witness this debacle unfold here. And now the Gneisenau, the Ismail, protected by the island. He's trying to protect himself, trying to hold on. And the Gneisenau trying to target that front gun. The accuracy issues, though. Of course, the Gneisenau, not the most accurate ship in the world, even though we have seen its ability to reach out and strike from time to time when the going gets tough and the shots get difficult. The Gneisenau accuracy always questionable, and there we're missing some more shots. Ismail trying to hold on. He's angled. He's protecting himself, backing up, but the Gneisenau attempting to get a flanking shot on him. He's using his advanced speed, is using his advanced mobility, trying to gain position on the Ismail, who's forced to back up. And look at this, Kenny. The Gneisenau now, for the first time in this match, within torpedo range. We will see what's going on here. And yes, indeed, he does drop the torpedoes. Secondaries going off. And look at this. More shots in there. Booming shots. Not quite the devastating knockout power that we're accustomed to seeing, but a decent shot nonetheless. The Ismail trying to protect himself by angling. And the blue team. Oh, the Ismail trades with the New Mexico. He takes him down. And that's just a little bit of life left. Here we go, though. Gneisenau fully reloaded. Ismail, according to the map, nearly pointed directly at him. Just a little bit of an angle shown. And down goes Ismail! How did that happen, Kenny? We don't know. Did it go through the nose? Did it go through the cheek of the ship? That Ismail looked fully angled to me. I do not know how that citadel was accessed, but it was accessed with a devastating shot that dropped the Ismail down to the bottom of the sea. And now the red team is in serious trouble. Blue team is captured and controlled A. And now they are capturing C. 30 seconds from now, they will now control C. And red team down to the final ship, the carrier, the flyboy. And of course, the blue team would like nothing better than to sink this carrier to close out this match. Look at the confidence with these blue battleships. King George V, followed by the Colorado, sailing directly to the northwest. They must know something that we don't know. We have, of course, been following this flank here on the eastern side throughout this match. We do not know where this carrier is located, but perhaps these battleships know, or at least they seem to think that they're knowing. So they continue to pursue to the northwest. Gneisenau pushing forward here, desperately trying to get one more shot, increase its damage. Of course, Gneisenau has over twice its HP and damage achieved. A devastating output. And look at this, Kenny. The red team torpedo bombers emanating from the northwest. But this is actually deception. This is deceit on full view here as we close in. Those blue battleships close into the western edge of the map. It is becoming apparent to anyone who actually looks at the map that that carrier cannot be there. So how did those planes find themselves over there? There is only one way, Kenny, and that is the carrier players sent those planes all the way to the west and then back down south, trying to confuse these blue players. And this is a masterclass in deception. We do not see this very often. The blue team players continue to fall for the deception. They continue to fall for the ruse. And look at this. Here comes the bombers. And at this point in time, it should be readily apparent to everyone watching that that carrier is indeed not in the northwest corner. Kenny, it is not in the northwest corner. Where could it be? It could have gone south, or it could have gone to the east. Well, if it's going to the east, perhaps our friendly blue team Gneisenau can get a shot or two on him. We will see if he is able to locate this carrier player. Blue team continues to be confused. And look at this now. Gneisenau spotted. Gneisenau is spotted. And he's going to continue to attempt to communicate with the blue team. Exhortations to the blue team. Look to the north, boys. Look to the north. He says the King George V is asking for intelligence data. Where is this guy? And the Gneisenau responds, I'm spotted. And here he is. Here he is, Kenny, the red team carrier, the Ranger. He's spotted. And yes, he's sending his bombers down here to counter, but he has been spotted. And now the blue team understands the folly. They understand the deception that we've been witnessing. And the Gneisenau, angry, trying to respond in kind. The front guns are away. Misses. Oh, but he catches him with a citadel there. And he gets him with a big shot, a big booming shot on the Ranger, who's desperately trying to turn away. He wants to survive at all costs. Like many players, he does not want to get shot. He wants to survive despite losing the match handily. The Gneisenau has other ideas. Will he be able to sink him? Front guns once again. And the back gun joins in, and there's some more glancing damage. But we see the folly of the Gneisenau shooting at long range. Despite being able to hit some decent shots earlier in the match, when the shots go against the Ranger, they are falling to the left and to the right. Once again, we line up some shots on the Ranger. Shots away. And they look pretty good here, but they actually go all the way beyond the Ranger. They are too far, and they will miss. This is not looking like it is likely to end with a sinking, because we only have 18 points left before the blue team wins a much-needed victory. Gneisenau attempting to get one more shot away here. Shots off, but that will do it, Kenny. That is it. The blue team wins the match. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. There's always more World of Warships coming all the time. Questions, comments, leave them below. We love to hear from you, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.